What is up, everybody? ZLZTV, Zunigaistheman, whatever. The fact that I'm recording this video is a miracle because after a long night of work of not having any time to even take any breaks or even give my legs 5 minutes of rest, it's surprising that I can even feel them. So why not distract myself with a video today? So just yesterday, I got this email, and so many of us have gotten emails like this as well over the years. It's giving that Nigerian prince or long lost uncle money wire transfer feels to it. So I'm going to respond and read along this email. This is going to be so stupid in more ways than one. So, for a woman named Mrs. Ruth Roberto, with the headline saying, "God is with me." And I ain't gonna just leave it there. "Dear in the Lord, how are you doing today?" Well, I just said, lady. "However, it is not mandatory, nor will I in any manner compel you to honor against your will." Huh? "I am Mrs. Ruth Roberto from Republic of France." Chances are, if your last name is Roberto, you probably moved to France, so because that's not really a French-sounding surname. Possibly. "I am married to Mr. Roberto with no space between the period and the R. Roberto Thomas." So start by there. You married a gentleman named Roberto Thomas. But then how is your last name Roberto? I mean, when a husband and wife get married, usually it's tradition that the wife takes the man's last name. So your last name would be Thomas, not the same as his first name. Weird. Anyway, married to Roberto Thomas from Republic of Cote d'Ivoire, I don't know how to pronounce that, who worked for the French embassy here in wherever, Cote Rack, for 9 years before he died in the year 2017. I mean, I'm a Michigander, I'm not really fluent in French. "Before his death, we were born again Christian." Should have an S at the end of that. Possibly some apostrophes, like for born again or something like that. "Since his death, I decided not to remarry or get a child outside of my matrimonial home, which the Bible is against." Where are your apostrophes in there? "When my late husband was alive, he deposited the sum of $2,900,000 in a bank." I feel like I'm becoming a teacher at this point, having to proofread and correct these errors. Good lord. "Recently, my doctor told me that I would not last for the next 8 months due to cancer problem." I mean, really gotta put that emphasis on doctor. That would not last for the next 8 months. Why is E capitalized for 8? And cancer problem? Usually if you have cancer, it's going to be more than one problem, especially if it's fatal. "Having known my condition, I decided to donate this fund to an orphanage with a capital O, or a good organization that will utilize this money the way I am going to instruct in herein." "I want the church organization or good person that will use this fund for orphanages, widows, propagating the word of God, and to endeavor that the house of God is maintained." Lady, you're barking up the wrong tree. "I took this decision because I don't have any children that will inherit this money, and my husband's relatives are not Christians, even good at all, because they are the one that killed my husband in order to have all my late husband property. Hold on. I took this decision. Huh? Are not Christians not even good at all? What? Killed my husband. How did they kill your husband? You mean in order to have all of his properties? Don't want his husbands to go to be used by unbelievers. Like, my gosh. I want a situation where this money would be used in an ungodly way. So you don't want to spend on coke and hookers? This is why I'm taking this decision. Not afraid of death, hence I know where I am going. I know that I am going to be in the bosom of the Lord. Exodus 14, verses 14. That the Lord will fight my case, and I shall hold my peace. I mean, hold my peace is what I keep hearing for speak now or forever hold your peace when somebody's getting married. Like, oh, who says this good man should not marry this slut? Speak now or forever hold your peace. And just like 14 verses 14. Like, I'm an atheist and everything, but it's like, shouldn't you know it's supposed to be like a colon in there for 1414 or whatever? I don't think they're possible. Well, he's not curing your cancer. Oh, shh. As soon as I receive your message regarding your interest in this fund to help the charity home and the fewer privileges, I'll give you more details about this fund. God bless you while I'm waiting on for your answer. Your sister, Mrs. Ruth Roberto. Well, you can say for sure you're really my sister. I mean, this kind of emails are so stupid. Like, you just heard me read all this. You could hear and read all the freaking grammatical issues here. Like, right in the beginning, dear in the Lord, how are you today? Huh? And again, the last things, you got the money part right, but you didn't have to put million in here. Doctor didn't need to be fully capitalized. You didn't put order, instead you put other when talking about your husband. 14 versus 14. 14 versus 14 what? 14 on 14 tag team match in freaking WrestleMania? My god, these emails are so bad. It's like, I know what you want. You want my freaking banking information. That way you can freaking steal money from me. I'm not falling for it. Mrs. Ruth Roberto, up yours.